Logan, do you believe in dad's strength, and do you feel it now?
Definitely.
Seriously?
Well, we'll see. I'll wait and see.
What's it been like? I mean, that's changing your life.
Yeah, it changes everything. It's been the coolest thing. It's everything's different in the best way. Just I mean, having him. I was just saying a second ago, like every day is so exciting. Coming home and just when he sees me and his face lights up, that's just the best feeling out there. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun season having him and showing him everything.
It's kind of cool. You and Emerson had your sons out there and just hanging out, watching you guys work out and stuff like that. How cool is that to go over there when you get done there?
It's been really cool. Yeah, that's my favorite part of the day, the past few days, and him having his kid and us being so close, our families, our wives, everything. Having them play on the field, it's like something you dream of, and you see other guys do it and have their boys on the field. But actually having your own grow up at spring training or in the clubhouse is really cool.
Cal gonna be the babysitter when you need him?
No chance. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust him.
Is he starting to show any personality at all? I know he's like still really young.
A little bit. He's definitely like he's aware. Like he'll kind of be in conversations, like trying to figure out what's going on, or he doesn't like facing you. He likes facing away. So I think he really wants to take in everything that's going on around him. So it's fun seeing just little bits and pieces of like what his personality is, his preferences are.
Everybody says like it unlocks like a new piece of your heart that you didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Just like, what can you describe about those emotions over the past few months that you've kind of learned about yourself?
It's hard to put in words. It's like it's everything people says it is, but you don't really know till you have a kid. I just remember the first time holding him, he just seemed so vulnerable, and then it clicks in your head. It's like this is your kid, like your responsibility, you and your wife. So it's been the coolest thing, and yeah, it's definitely, I've seen changes already, just like the way you look at life, your perspective, what matters, all that kind of stuff. It feels like a more well-rounded balance of, it's not just live and die on how my bullpen went today. That still matters, don't get me wrong, but it's like going home to him and my wife and having them out here. It's just life is good.
It's probably easier to wash it. Like say you have something bad happen.
Yeah.
Wash it because, you know.
Yeah, I hope so. I talked with my dad was mentioning that too. Just like things that matter and getting on to the next one, and it could be a more healthy perspective where sometimes I've struggled with that in the past of like dwelling on things or not letting it go. So, you know, it could be a good thing for that too.
You make your toddler water balls, stuff like that.
I told somebody that right away that I was going to put him on it. I have an arm care one that's a smaller one, so that could be like his
so
normal one. So
he can match.
I'll get him on it right away.
Is
Yeah.
the dog gonna steal it away?
Yeah, she takes it too. So whole family.
Hey, you know, last year wasn't how you wanted to go. You IL'd for the first time in your career. Like, how much does that drive you this year? Because you were so proud of throwing 200 innings the year before. Like, how much does that drive you to say, hey, look, that's a one-off and I'm going to be back?
Yeah, I hope so. It definitely is tough for me. That's always something I took a lot of pride in, and it could almost be a little unhealthy way too because there's only so much you can control, and that was kind of part of my identity as a baseball player. And then when you end up on the IL, it's like, you know, you kind of have to figure things out again of like, oh wait, I'm human just like anybody else. So that's always the biggest goal for me is 32 starts, 200 innings. That's the only thing I really care about. Everything else will take care of itself. So I want to get back to that. I want to be the guy that's durable and deep in games and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this is the year.
How are you feeling at the end of the season? The last time I think talked to you, you were pretty hard on yourself after Game 6, but you know you had put in all the work to get back. You were a key piece of that postseason run. Just what was like the reflection process as you got into October and November and the dust settled?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot to it. Obviously it was a really cool experience and seeing all of us there and knowing that we belong there, and I think we're even better this year. So the expectations are there where they should be. Getting to that point is just you kind of see you want everything to be at the very best, and I felt like as a team I knew we were good enough and we could have. It's a pitch here and there. It's a couple inches of the difference of going on to the next game. Personally, I felt good enough, but you want to be completely 100% the best version of yourself. And afterwards, I felt really close to it, but just like I wanted that last little bit of I've tasted what my very best is at different times. Unfortunately, you can't always control it to line up perfectly. There's highs and lows through a season. So I definitely knew there was things I needed to work on and get better at, and I feel like I've made some small adjustments that hopefully will pay out this season.
So not like adding a whole new pitch, like,
I'm always messing around with something, but the biggest thing is the things that make me successful, and we talk about that all the time. The year before, my slider was really good, and the curveball helped a ton in the second half too. And last year, it regressed a little bit. The splitter got better, but it's just trying to have everything the best at the same time. That's kind of the tough part as a starting pitcher. And so I worked on the stuff that I needed to work on and hopefully get back to where it needs to be.
Did you have to do anything different? I mean, you had the injury, anything in your off season? Did you change your off season routine in terms of how much you threw or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. So this was different too because we played later, so it was a shorter off season. So I needed the rest to just reset and everything. So I probably take a longer break than most people would think. But then I also needed to get going because we were already a little behind for next season to get on track. So, but it's a mix because I want to rest and all that stuff, but I'm a believer too in your body has to accept the stress and recognize it and not just first game of the season throw 30 splitters or whatever it is and then it shocks the body. So I tried to get my volume up, my bullpens up, throw quite a bit on the mound and get my body used to it. So I feel like I'm in a good spot.
I mean, with all the moving parts in your delivery and everything too, you can't just not go on the mound for a long time and expect it to be normal.
Yeah, no, you have to. And I did a lot of work delivery-wise, and I feel really connected right now. The place I train, that's one of the big things. Is like not just chasing mechanics for the sake of it, but how the entire body works together. And I feel like I understand that a little bit better than I have in the past, and was working on that a lot this year too.
do you feel like you're continuing to learn how your body
Always.
mechanics work?
Yeah. I joke around like the more I learn about pitching, I realize I don't know anything. Like it's you have more questions the more you learn. So I've learned a lot more. And a couple years ago, I thought I knew what I needed to know, but your body transforms mentally, where you're at in the season or your career. Things are always changing, but I feel like I understand myself really well right now and what I need to be successful.
Do you think that you mentioned like your breaking pitches didn't feel as way you wanted to, and you got real reliant on the splitter? Do you think that kind of sapped some of your efficiency too? Because I know you were frustrated too. Like you're striking out guys, but you want to get deeper. Your pitch count's building. Like, do you feel like if you get those breaking pitches back, that maybe the efficiency that you had the year before comes back as well? How does that work?
Yeah, it could. I think there's a lot of pieces to it. Not having like 3-2 counts just for the sake of a splitter's kind of me versus me pitch. Like I might throw a bad one for a ball, another ball, and then a good one and a strikeout. It's kind of like, did I throw a good one or not? Mm-hmm. Where the slider, especially any count pitch, that if I'm behind in the count, it could get me out of there and just get like a 2-0 pop up or ground ball or something. And the curveball too, because it's a different look. That I think the slider took a lot of heat because one, the location was slightly worse. The pitch was similar, but it was kind of, I put it in bad situations because sometimes I was forced to, where the curveball can take some pressure off the slider too, and I didn't have that at times last year. So I'm hoping the whole arsenal works together better this year, that I can get some of that efficiency too.
Because you like punch outs, but at the same time you also like 7 innings. It's like a weird line you walk, right?
Yeah, it's a balance, and the best do that, but it's hard too because strikeouts are more pitches. I think the year before too, I know my whip was really low, so like, I don't know, maybe the efficiency was similar. I just let less people on base, so I did go 6 or 7 innings most times. So I don't know. I can't figure all of it out. Part of it's just the more you execute a pitch in a good spot, good things happen.
Logan, did you get any invitation at all for the World Baseball Classic and Team USA? Was there any conversations with them at all or consideration to do that?
Not really, not much. I heard from my agent just they were gauging interest a little bit, and no invitation or anything, but my agent and I kind of knew that if we explored that, it's probably not a good idea anyways. So just kind of shut down right there.
Given everything you went through last year, focus being here and all that stuff.
Yeah, first time on the IL. I mean, I didn't have an official invitation anyways, but just knowing like it's a playoff atmosphere in March for starting pitchers. Per my opinion, it doesn't make a ton of sense. I think it's better for hitters for sure, bullpen guys. Starters can get away with it, but I just think where we're at right now as a team, our goals, my personal health. It was a hiccup last year. It's not a huge thing, but I want that to just be in the past and not have anything else this year.
Logan, we were looking at it, but you guys made it to the ALCS and 1 game away from the World Series, and you missed time, and George missed time, and Bryce missed a lot of time. Like, to do that, what does it say about the whole of your team that you guys are still able to get as far as you did with you guys missing as much time as you did?
Yeah, it's just people stepping up, and it's a huge credit to people like Emerson, Logan, other people that stepped up, a ton of guys. Our offense, the front office trading for Naylor, like everybody did their job last year, I feel like. And when somebody went down, if it was pitcher's health or offense or whatever, the flip side of the team stepped up and helped us. And that happened all throughout the season, the postseason. Even Wu, like you don't want to put a ton of pressure on one guy, but having him is huge on the mound and still getting through the postseason as far as we did. You know, if everybody's healthy the entire season, you have to think that we have an even better chance than we did last year.
Does it feel weird now that like Ryan Sloan and Cade Anderson are talking about you as a veteran guy that they look to? Because it doesn't feel like it was that long ago where you were in their shoes, walking around trying to pick the brain of the starters that were here.
Oh yeah, it's weird. It makes me feel old. I'll take it as a compliment, but yeah, like I feel like Marco was here yesterday. Like Flex, Pax, all these guys that I came with, and then I got drafted like 8 years ago already, or whenever it was. It's like, man, I want time to slow down a little bit, but it's cool that they talk about me that way, and I try to help them out as much as possible. I know what those conversations meant to me when I was a young guy, and then also watching them, like their stuff is legit. Like they are really good arms. They're gonna have a ton of success, and it's fun having them on our side.
They seem super advanced already. They're 20. I mean, I think Cade's 21, but Sloan is 20.
It's crazy.
They don't, like you had a little bit of a period where these guys that just come in right away, and they don't seem like they're that far off from helping you guys.
They're very advanced. They're very mature too, personality-wise. The pressure that they know, the expectations on them for being such good arms at young ages. At 20, like I was a sophomore in college or whatever it was. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I just barely learned a breaking ball, and I go out there and they're throwing like these crazy pitches that I'm trying to steal the grips from these guys. They're going to be really, really good. I don't want them to feel like they have to get ahead of themselves, but yeah, they could get big league outs today if they needed to.
Sloan's got a man's body, baby face.
Yeah. He does, yeah. I hear the Garrett Cole comps already. I can see it for sure.
Yeah, it's like they go out there and pitch, but it seems like that's where pitching is going these days with teams having labs already in college.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear about Wake Forest lab or Vandy's lab and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I saw it more this offseason too. This high school academy I was going to, like they have TrackMan everywhere. Everybody's throwing over 90, these high schoolers. Their best guys touching 99. I go to college at Stetson. It's not what it used to be. It's like they have all the data, everything to get better. Adjustments that took me months take them days now, and I'm sure they've probably had a lot of exposure to it.
Feel kind of cheated, don't you? Like,
yeah, a little bit. Right? That's not fair. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks, man.